Welcome back, it's Ryzen, and today we're going to be talking about Tower of God chapter 540. Real quickly before I get into the chapter, if you enjoy webtoon content, specifically Tower of God, I got a ton of it on the channel. Be sure to check it all out, and if you end up liking what you're seeing, leaving a like is the best way to support. And with all that out of the way, let's get right into the discussion. So, as you may have noticed, I have a scuffed like kind of overlay type of thing right now. It looks really bad, I know, but I'm still figuring out the whole face cam recording and all that stuff. So there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but eventually I'll get it all dialed in and you won't have to deal with, this whole scuffed setup. But other than that, you also may have noticed that we are starting this chapter review from the final panel of the chapter. And that's because I think a lot of the, the whole middle section, the beginning of the chapter, I discussed it a lot in my reaction video, which, I just uploaded, go check that out. But it was a pretty crazy chapter, to be honest. We all know. But so I'm mainly going to be focused on the ending of this chapter, talking about what it could mean for the series, some predictions, some theories, and all that type of stuff. So this chapter, it ended with Po Bidao Gustang pulling up to the nest, right? That's ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. That really does change things for the entire series, really. So first of all, we have the potential to see a family head 1v1, which is absolutely insane. And I know a lot of people are going to be asking me, well, who do I think is going to win? How do I think it's going to go? How do I want it to go? And let me just tell you right now, I want Gustang to die, bro. I want Traumare to clap this guy, man. And it's not that I don't like Ooh, the camera kind of went out of focus for a second. That was awkward. It's not that I don't like Gustang as a character, because I really do. I think he's a great character, and I'm really interested to learn more about him. But the thing is, if he saves the day here, it's going to feel really cheap, to be honest. If he saves the day, like, if we get this stereotypical happy ending to this arc, where Gustang comes, he defeats Traumare, and he just kind of saves the day, Jin Sung-ha lives, Bomb just walks away scot-free, I'm not going to be happy with that. I'm not going to be satisfied. That's when we get a rant video from me, to be honest. So I was talking to Naya. We did a little collab. Actually, I say little collab. It was like a 2-hour discussion. It was really fun, though. He was a great guy, by the way. But we were talking for a while, and we were mostly butting heads, actually, about like the current state of Tower of God, specifically Season 3 as a whole, actually. And one of the points that he was making that really kind of, as I thought about it in the days after our discussion, I kind of realized just kind of how right he is that Bomb does not have enough consequences. And my whole argument to him was that, just hold on, the consequences are coming, He's a more experienced Tower of God veteran than me, right? He's been reading for years and years and years, and I kind of just got into it recently. So he was all like, nah, you think it's coming, you know what I'm saying? But I personally think Bomb needs something terrible to happen to them in this arc, because Bomb has been incredibly selfish and he's been very reckless, and he needs to learn the hard way that he can't just be doing this, right? He can't just be dragging thousands of people into this mess just because, just for his whims, right? Even if they want to, serve him and follow him, what he's doing is still selfish regardless at the end of the day, right? And so Bomb really does need these consequences, and Gustang just kind of coming to save the day would really make Bomb's character feel, it would take away from a lot of the development I think that SIU has put into it, to be honest. And so what I want from this, I want Gustang and Traumare to fight it out. I want Traumare to clap on, not clap him, what I'm saying. I want there to be like a really good even fight. And I want Traumare to win, right? And after Traumare beats Gustang, in the midst of their battle, actually, I think would be a good time for the regulars to escape. Or not the regulars, but just pretty much everybody who's not about to box with them, And after Traumare kills Gustang, I want him to kill Jin Sung-ha right after. I want Bomb to have Jin Sung-ha's dead corpse in his arms, dude. I'm one of those guys, dude. I'm one of those guys who's born to see the world burn, dude. I do not care. I want Bomb to suffer because he deserves it, dude. That sounds really mean, but for the development, just think about it from a character development standpoint, dude. The main character's master dies in his arms. Imagine how Demon Bomb will go. That's gonna be insanely entertaining. But I don't want Jin Sung to die and then Bomb to just kind of power up and all of a sudden he's family head level, because that's even worse, right? I want Gustang to die, I want Jin Sung to die, and then I want Bomb to try to attack Traumare, and what do you know, he gets clapped onto. I want Traumare to just clear house, and I want Traumare to take Bomb by force, you know what I'm saying? Threaten that boy with a good time. Hey, we're gonna make you marry a baddie, and we're gonna make you do it, like, we're gonna force you to do it, you know what I'm saying? You don't get the choice, So I want him to steal Bomb. we get Bomb out of the story. Bonehead mentioned this on his stream. I was watching his stream before my video came out, just kind of seeing what he was saying about it. And he said something very, very interesting that I really like. He said, if Trauma Ray takes Bomb, and then all of a sudden we focus on the regulars now we get climbing the tower again, right? My thought process right now is that Gustong and Trauma Ray are fighting, and while they're fighting, this is when everybody else gets the hell out of the nest, right? All those plans they're making to get out, that's when they execute right there, because it makes sense, really. The only time they can pretty much escape a family head is when he's fighting another family head, right? And for some reason, Bomb and Jin Sung are incapable of escaping, probably because of their proximity to Trauma Ray, to be honest, at this point. But, everybody's able to escape, Kun and Dorsey, all of them, and then Bomb gets taken. And now we get to focus on spending time with these regulars that we know and love. We get to see Team Sweet and Sour again, focus on them climbing the tower. I kind of want it to be just like how Season 2 began, where we're focusing on all of these other characters and seeing all these other regulars climb the tower without any overpowered presence, right? Without the Bomb there to kind of Deus Ex Machina take control of everything, right? We don't want all that. We want Bomb out of the story for now. And taking Bomb out of the story not only lets us focus on the other characters, lets us go with that classic Tower of God tower climbing that we really do miss, to be honest, at this point, but it also sets up a ridiculous amount of hype for Bomb's return. And the way I see it, I don't really want Bomb to just kind of, get so powerful and then end up like, clapping on Trauma Ray or, avenging him like that. What I want Bomb to be strategic, right? Because Bomb is pretty smart. In his fight against Data Jihad, which I was rereading recently, he did something crazy. Like, he scattered his orb with the Shinsu black hole sphere in it or something like that during like mid-fight. He did that for the first time. He just did it instinctually to just block some of Data Jihad's attacks. And Data Jihad was like, whoa. I ain't never seen nothing like that before, right? This guy's like a genius, right? So Bomb is intelligent in terms of being a fighter, but I want to see Bomb develop some more intelligence as not really develop it, but I want to really learn more about Bomb in a non-fighting context, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Bomb's character development and a lot of his whole arc has been based off of power, right? He's like, oh, this is my power. I want to, develop my own power, take this guy's power. I'm going to beat you in a fight, I want Bomb out of a sort of combat situation, put in a situation where he's under Trauma Ray's control, right? Where he can't fight, or else Trauma Ray's just gonna clap on him, right? And we get to see Bomb develop emotionally with zero combat involved. We get to see him develop a relationship with a female that he's forced to marry. We get to see pretty much everything, right? And we get to see him use his intelligence and his wits to kind of escape Trauma Ray. I think that would be a very, very cool arc. So again, I mentioned this in my discussion with Naya, but pretty much I feel like SIU has lately anyways been writing himself into a little bit of a corner, and so using this as an opportunity to break Bomb, because Bomb has not had consequences. We use this to give Bomb consequences, kill Gustong, kill Jin Sung Ha. We haven't had a major death in a while too, so we get major deaths, we get Bomb heart being broken, we get him some consequence. And then we take a step back, go back to some regular climbing, stuff that we all miss. And then we get into a Bomb emotions arc, right? Where we get to see his true emotions. It would kind of be the equivalent of seeing him train with Fug in Season 2, but just on a whole different level this time. Because Bomb is so much of a different person than he was in between Season 1 and 2 than he would be in this current state right now. So yeah, I think that's about it for the discussion. I kind of just wanted to talk about my thoughts on where this could go and how I personally want it to go. If you want to know my thoughts on the chapter as a whole, because this was mainly just a discussion about the very end of the chapter, a little bit like that. So if you want my thoughts on the entire chapter as a whole, go watch my reaction. Again, I'm still trying to figure things out. I kind of want to do reactions and reviews, but I don't really know if I want to label stuff like this as a review. It's more of just a discussion, but I'll figure it out. It's a learning curve. I'm trying to do things with the channel, seeing how it goes. So yeah. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, and join my Patreon. My patrons saw this very early. Shout out to Olibinus for being a patron, and massive shout out to Demon God Kane, Gavin, and Nicholas for being irregular to your patrons. Your guys' support means the world to me, and yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Alright boys, for those of you guys who stayed for the post-credit scene, I got a little bit of a surprise for you. I'm going to show you guys my vinyl collection. I have 3 vinyls. This is Mad Villain by MF Doom. This is Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. And this is Unlocked by Denzel Curry. Pretty cool stuff. I'm looking to buy some more to kind of expand my collection. But the only problem with that is that I don't have a record player.